What's up, wrestlers? I'm gonna just kind of share my thoughts on recruiting. Right now would be a big time for recruiting for juniors and any unsigned seniors and younger guys that are studs, right? Even if you're not a stud, this is kind of all advice for you. I wish I would have had some advice like this. I had pretty good guidance, but not all athletes do. So when it comes to recruiting, I think that the most important thing is going somewhere you're a good fit, and it's hard to know right away, like, if you're a good fit, right? You go on a recruiting trip, everywhere you go is fun, but not everywhere is set up for success. So if you, let's say your dream is to wrestle at one of those major universities, and you probably haven't had that much success on the national level, or you have, but you're not really one of those guys that probably is going to ever break the lineup, right? Not saying that, hey, you shouldn't go there. Like, if that's your dream, you should go there. But at the same time, like, if your goal is to go on and be successful in wrestling, you can't really do that from the bench. So, or you can't do that as a backup. You can still become maybe the best wrestler you would have been. Like, had I gone, I got to train at Penn State my senior year of college, and I got better in 10 days at Penn State than I did my entire college career. So there's no telling how good I could have been, but would I've ever started? There's a possibility that I would have never started, and I would have never got to be a two-time national champ. I would have never known what that feeling was like. So just because your goal and your dreams are to go somewhere, that doesn't mean that their dreams are to have you there, or if you are there, that doesn't mean they're going to take the time to help you. Some coaches might, but at the end of the day, those coaches have a family to feed, and at the college level, it's a business, and if they aren't winning, their job's on the line. So if there's a coach that is calling you every single day and he's driving you crazy, and you're like, man, just leave me alone, I want to go to Iowa, I want to go to Ohio State, I want to go to Penn State, I want to go to West Virginia, whatever school it is, and that coach shows no interest in you, you call him, you send him your tape, you send him links to your videos, and he never gets back to you, right? There's a possibility you could show up come the spring or fall semester and walk on and have a huge impact like Baker Mayfield did at Oklahoma. And then there's also a possibility you show up and you introduce yourself to coach whoever, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, like, I'm busy, right? And he just blows you off and you just feel totally disrespected. You've essentially done the exact same thing to the other coach that was putting forward the effort to try to get you, try to give you an opportunity. And if you just pass on that opportunity, you might never get a chance. So take that little bit of advice. It might be better in the long run to go somewhere where they want you, not where you want to go. And also kind of envision yourself after wrestling. That isn't something I really thought about. I wanted to be a vet, and when I got to college, it got tough for me, and I had to make a decision whether I wanted to be the best wrestler or I wanted to have a chance of being a vet. And I chose trying to be the best wrestler. So I changed my major to something a little bit easier in business, and I devoted a lot more of my time into wrestling, and I didn't think about the future. And yeah, that's kind of how I ended up where I am. I don't regret it. I don't have any regrets, but I think that some kids just need to know, like, some coaches are going to put that time in because they went and got you. A recruited athlete's always going to probably get more attention, more special treatment compared to a guy that just walked on, that doesn't, the coaches don't know who you are, right, until you show up on campus, or maybe they know who you are because the administration texted them, but they could give, at the end of the day, they probably don't really care whether you're there or not, because they're not sure if you're going to make an impact, and they won't know until you do make an impact. So just kind of take that little tidbit of advice while you're going through your process of picking schools and doing things of that nature. All right, guys, have a good day.